Welcome to the homestead. Here we are on this beautiful morning. It's beautiful because it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun is cresting over there. It should be fully light here in a little while. And there's a lovely breeze that comes here and there, but it is something like 84 degrees. And so it's gonna be a hot one today. And we've come up exceptionally early this morning because we've got some work to do that is gonna be really hard to do once it gets hot. And so thank you for watching, and we're gonna get busy. Okay, well, it's now 7:30. We've taken care of other things that we needed to take care of, and sadly, that leaves us with the sun now up in the air, well, you know, right over there in my face, and it's going to heat up really fast from this point forward. Now, I do understand now why farmers are up before the sun is, because there's a lot of things you have to take care of before you actually start working. So next time, if we come up in the morning, we're going to need to get here around 5:30 instead of around 6:30, so we could take care of the hour worth of business we need to take care of. Oh, really? Is that a spider web? Sure enough. Anyway, I'm going to start weed eating this area to get this area down really tight. Then we're going to rake it. Then we're going to drill holes into the ground to break up the ground so we can shovel the dirt and load the tractor, not the tractor, but the lawnmower trailer with the dirt, so we could take the dirt over there and put it in the low spots, because there's some serious low spots over there, get it level as can be. And I don't know how much we're going to get done before it gets way too hot to do this task. We may have to pause and do something else in the middle, but in the meantime, I'm off to get busy. Did I happen to mention to you why we decided to dig the hole right here and take all the dirt from here? This is the lowest spot in the yard, and we decided, since we watched the water last winter all flow to this central point right here, that we were going to dig a pond. And there's a natural flow of water that comes from that side and from that side and from behind us, and it all comes in here. So what we're going to do is, on this side, we're going to meander a stream, and then on this side the same idea. Since it's already flowing that direction, we're going to go with the natural terrain and just create a stream, a little river-like, that leads to this pond, and it will all dump into this pond. Then there'll be an overflow, which is a natural path to that pond over there on the people's property over there. And so we will have an overflow that just kind of follows that path. So once our pond is filled up, it will drain over into the larger pond behind us. it should look quite lovely when it's done. But that's why we're going to steal all the dirt we need for low spots over there right here. Okay, next we bring the lawnmower tractor with the the trailer. It's too early for me. Early in the morning. Next we're going to bring the lawnmower tractor with the trailer on it, and we'll get the post hole digger and we'll start digging holes everywhere. That will break up the dirt. Then we can shovel the dirt into the trailer. And so that's what's going to come next.
Good morning. Well, you can see we're hard at work here. Trying to break up the ground a little bit so that we can shovel out where our pond is going to be, and we need the dirt in another location to help level off. The ground is really hard. I'm only able to get about 4 or 5 inches of a shot. I have to keep stopping and pulling tree roots and grass out of the cutting blades, because if the cutting blades aren't clear, they're not going to cut into the dirt. So it's a lot more difficult than we thought it was going to be. The only other times we've used this post hole digger to break up ground was in the winter, and the ground broke up super easy. So that doesn't bode well for setting fence posts in the summer. Sure. Okay, that's a pretty good load. Have to take it over and dump it now.
Okay, how's it looking out there? It's looking better. You can see definitely that there was a hole. Let me take a look. Yeah, that side's looking pretty good, but you can still see the low spot in the middle. And then there's that definite hole back there. So we're not done yet. It's also really low around that tree that's over here. Let me show you. See him? That tree right there? He's coming down. But there's a hole all around there too. This ground's not level, not at all. But if we're gonna build right there, we're gonna have to get it as best and as close as possible. They are shops and a garage. So the idea is we won't have to, is my hat crooked? There we go. Nope, worse. Anyway, the idea is that we're gonna have to get the walls really, really level. If the inside is not quite level just yet, we're gonna use rocks and fill the whole thing in with rocks. That'll level it out, and then we're going to put pallets on top of the rocks. And for the shop, for the garage, it'll just be rocks. And until we can get enough money to do concrete, but concrete's not high on our priority list because we've got so many other things like water that we need to take care of. Anyway, Lee's killing some ants, and we got to get back to doing our job. Okay, we took a little break and we checked out everything, and as long as we're in the shade, there's a lovely little breeze, everything's very nice. But in the sun, it is already 90 degrees, and in the next hour, they say it's going to be 95. So we're going to go ahead and put a pause on the filling of the dirt and the digging the hole until it cools off, which probably will be wee hours tomorrow morning.